first time getting hit on in Home Depot, and he's not even attractive.
Yeah, the bird's eye view in that video is definitely not intentional. Nice ankh necklace, by the way. I'm sure you're super Egyptian. And we're back down. Couple things here. Number one, you said finally. Was it a goal? You just been doing laps around the pro desk there, hoping a 45-year-old general contractor is gonna make you wife number 4? He wasn't even attractive. Just goes to show that the difference between harassment and flirting is a push-up and a haircut away. Side note, that might not work for all of you. Some of you have to get real funny real fast, but I digress.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I'm here all the time. So for all you people who are like, go to Home Depot, that's where all the men are. No, they're not.
I'm gonna need you to pump the brakes there, Pumpkin Spice. I'm sure your Pinterest project at home is the real bee's knees, but the depot is heavily male-dominated. And what is wrong with that guy? Trying to pick up one project while he's already hired to do another one? That's just bad business practice, if you ask me. Anyway, have a great rest of your day. Okay, bye. Whoop.
The profound yearning apparent in women is rather compelling, often even intriguing to witness. Observing these women, wandering within tool departments, eagerly seeking attention from a man, is a sight to behold. They seem to anticipate a man's approach, notwithstanding the cautionary reminder that there exists a delicate boundary between flirtation and harassment. Picture this: as a man walks down an aisle, he notices one of these ladies, fixated on him with an intense gaze, trailing him through every section he navigates. Such encounters can be disconcerting, almost comical, especially considering their claims of strength and independence. They assert not needing a man, yet paradoxically transition from being pursued to becoming the pursuers. However, gentlemen, there exists a reality that remains unforgiving, the concept colloquially referred to as the wall. This wall does not extend its clemency to those women who have allowed time to slip away while focusing solely on their careers, establishing excessively high standards, embracing the adage of not settling for less than they deserve, habitually dismissing men for trivial reasons, or solely seeking partners of financial affluence. For these women, what awaits beyond the threshold of 30 is the inevitable encounter with this unforgiving wall. I encourage you to view the forthcoming video, wherein an ex-wife of a contractor offers her perspective on this matter.
I know why. Pick me. Pick me. I know why. I know why. I know why. Okay, I want to be your bestie. So first of all, bar none, thank you. Sorry, couldn't find the original video. Too lazy to look. I had to weigh in on this one because this just smells desperate. Really, really desperate. See, he can't talk to you, girlie. He can't talk to you. You're dangerous. When he follows you around the store, that's harassment. When he compliments you, it's sexual harassment. When he asks you out, it's sexual harassment. You see, that's the world we're living in. You've created the harassment platform, and now he can't talk to you. It's a risk. It's a risk to his job. It's a risk to his business. Could be a risk to his marriage 9 times out of 10. I'm not sure if you know that 70% of these contractors are pretty much married. Because they have us at home taking care of the books, answering customer service calls, replying to emails. Yeah, I was married to one for 25 years. I can't tell you how many times he came home and told me all about the women wandering around Home Depot trying to find men and how desperate they were. I think feminism has really fucked some shit up. And now y'all are lonely and sad and kind of pathetic because you're singing the blues. You can't find a man. Well, you reduce yourself to your cleavage, hanging that camera up high and asking, why can't I find a man? Girlie, because you're dangerous. Your life ending, bank ending, marriage ending, business ending. You're just ending. So he can't. He just can't. Sorry, not sorry.
I implore each gentleman to offer a round of commendation to this woman for articulating absolute truths. The air of desperation exuded is unmistakable. When efforts are made to antagonize men or advocate for laws that deter their approach, it invariably disinclines men from engaging naturally. In bygone times, a man could initiate conversation with a woman, face rejection, or secure a date without dire repercussions. However, presently, initiating contact with a woman may escalate to harassment allegations, accusations of misconduct, or worse, being subjected to video documentation and vilification as a harasser merely for attempting conversation in a retail setting. This could lead to bans from establishments or incite angry groups of women to report individuals to their workplaces, thereby jeopardizing their livelihoods. Furthermore, the majority of these men are wedded to women who do not depart from masculine men, individuals of utility within their households, men who, when faced with adversity, confidently assert, "Darling, I can resolve this matter." This elucidates why the aforementioned woman chuckles and ridicules the desperation exhibited by these aimless women meandering through the aisles of establishments such as Home Depot. Gentlemen, it's crucial to recognize that the wall remains indifferent to pardoning these behaviors.
Younger, I used to be sad about being single, honestly. Like, it kind of bummed me out. But my feelings have evolved. Like, now I'm angry. Now Mama's pissed, okay? Because I don't want to keep looking for this guy. I feel like when I find him, I'm going to be like a mom whose kid got lost at the grocery store. I'm like, where have you been? Get in the car! That was so embarrassing. Everyone was staring at me. Asking if I needed help. I don't need help.
Beneath the facade of laughter and just lies a profound melancholy. Across many Asian societies, particularly in China, women face the stigmatizing label of leftover women. While we might express a similar sentiment as having hit the wall elsewhere, being branded as leftover is an acutely harsh portrayal. Despite its seemingly jesting nature, the veracity of her statements resonates deeply. These women have endured prolonged periods of solitude, prompting an intense attachment when they do encounter a potential partner. This is evident in the dating profiles of women over 30 on various apps, stipulating a desire for seriousness and disclaiming casual engagements, a testament to their fervent quest for companionship. Engaging in dates with these women often resembles a formal interview, encountering a barrage of inquiries. It also explains the proliferation of videos, like the one in the introduction, portraying women aged 30 or older facing solitude due to the absence of a partner, sometimes without children. With each passing year, the quality of potential suitors seems to decline, intensifying their awareness of their dwindling fertility. Consequently, they emerge as the foremost consumers of antidepressants or seek solace in therapy sessions. Gentlemen, it is vital to acknowledge that the wall does not absolve these circumstances. I encourage you to view the upcoming video, a pertinent illustration of the prevailing dynamics in our current era.
Hi, I'm Laura, I'm 32. I've never been asked out, never been on a date, never been kissed. Let's get into it. I wanted to share some of the things that single people, aka me, are tired of hearing and why. Here we go. Number 1, you'll find love when you least expect it. Did you hear the intro? I'm 32, zero action. I've been expecting to die alone for the majority of my adult life. This isn't helpful information. Number 2, you need to love yourself first. I appreciate where this comment is coming from. As in, you cannot expect a relationship or a partner to make you happy. They cannot be your source of happiness, right? But what I hear is you clearly hate yourself and that's why you're still single. Number 3, you're so pretty. Why are you still single? Again, this is coming from a really good place. And everyone who said this to me over the last few days, literally, you've given my ego such a boost. But beware when you say this to your single friends, because what I hear is, you're so beautiful. Why are you still single? So what else is wrong with you? That's what I'm hearing. You know what I mean? And again, that's kind of an internalized compliment, but like, goddamn, we know we're out here being fine, okay? Especially if you're a late bloomer, you've probably spent a lot of time building that ego up, okay? I'm fine as hell. That's not the problem. This isn't helpful information. If you're a person of faith, and I mean any faith, when people ask you, have you prayed about it? This is why this one bugs me. Yes, I have. And someone is taking his sweet time. So again, even though this is an honest question, coming from probably a place of love, I'm assuming people mean well when they ask these questions. What I hear is if you were praying harder, if you were more faithful, if you believed harder, you wouldn't be single anymore. And last but not least, have you tried the dating apps? In the year of our Lord, 2023, you think I haven't tried the dating apps? I'm just trying to survive out here. Find true love, like no big deal. Yes, we've tried the dating apps. Unless you have suggestions for how to make that a less terrifying experience or creative solutions to meeting people in real life, you don't need to suggest this to literally anyone. Let's bitch together. What other things are you tired of hearing as a single person, late bloomer or not? Tell me more.
This particular commentary may be less agreeable, as it touches upon the inevitability of encountering the figurative wall and unforgiving reality, gentlemen. The assertions made by this woman hold a considerable degree of truth. Oftentimes, when one finds themselves in a challenging situation, receiving well-intended yet simplistic advice can provoke frustration. It resembles the scenario wherein a solitary man is advised by a woman to smile more, an insubstantial recommendation that seems ludicrous. Are individuals expected to parade as jesters, grinning on the streets? Women persist in imparting such impractical advice, inadvertently contributing to their own sense of desperation. Consider, for instance, the scenario on social media platforms like Instagram, where a woman posts a picture and receives comments exclusively from friends affirming her beauty. The absence of comments from men is interpreted as a lack of beauty, reinforcing the belief that compliments from the opposite sex validate attractiveness. This trend continues as women advise others to seek high-value men, neglecting to convey the reality that mere physical beauty does not suffice for such aspirations. Instead, they should focus on seeking partners within their realistic reach. The male experience, in contrast, offers considerable advantages. A man who dedicates effort to self-improvement opens doors to opportunities both domestically and internationally to find a suitable partner. Conversely, there exist women who, even if provided with the means to travel extensively, find themselves without suitors approaching them.
It's that time of year again, guys. Welcome to Ansley's Dating Wrap 2023. Okay, so the goal of my year was to obviously find a boyfriend. That didn't happen, but yeah. First dates. I went on 2 first dates. It's a very low number, I know. Guys these days don't do dates, apparently. But the 2 that I did go on took them more after. Situationships. The worst of the worst. Like, what are we? It literally says it right there. I was in 6. Yeah. Where do we meet these men? At a frat? In LA? TikTok and at a party. Who ended things? So you can see I ended a lot of them because I get the ick so easy. I'm like, I don't want to date you, but then 2 did end it with me, and I was looking like heartbroken. I was like, bro, that kind of hurt. Crushes. These are the guys that I actually liked. So, I was in 6 situationships, but only 2 of them made it to my crush list, because I did want to date those guys. I had 4 crushes overall. The other 2 guys, I haven't really told I have a crush on, but I think they know. And yeah. The positives of this year. They were all cute, yeah. They're not great guys, some of them. I got to go skiing and I met one of my best friends. And I love her. And then, I introduced my parents to one of them. I guess that's a good thing. The negatives. Half were F-boys. This generation, man. I cried a lot. Oh my God, I cried so much. I spent too much money on them. I'm too nice. I spend too much money on boys, hello? And then one of them called me mommy, and I got the ick. Self-explanatory. Honorable mentions. The boy who got me flowers when I got heartbroken. That was the sweetest freaking thing. This is one of my guy best friends, but I'm like, oh my God. Deserves to be mentioned. The boy that made me pay for everything. I feel like you owe me money. The boy I still talk to. In conclusion, I'm still single. So 2024, please give me a boyfriend. Thanks. Love you all.
Women today do not encounter challenges in merely finding men. Rather, the prevailing issue often lies in establishing meaningful connections. Upon viewing this video, one can observe the complexities surrounding how a woman forms emotional connections while engaging with multiple individuals. It raises pertinent questions about her capacity to forge genuine emotional ties when she continuously interacts with different people. A discerning insight here is the likelihood that the individual she held the most affection for was someone she invested financially in. Let us candidly acknowledge that authentic interest is an indispensable factor in relationships. In this instance, the woman's investment seemingly leaned towards a man colloquially referred to as a Chad, a man who contributes little beyond his genetic material. It is plausible that this individual, despite owing her money, became the subject of her emotional investment and subsequent distress. However, the gravest concern, gentlemen, lies in her lack of contemplation regarding the repercussions of exposing such personal affairs in a public video. Consider the perspective of a man seeking a serious relationship with her witnessing her annual calendar of dates could lead to concerns regarding her history and experiences. The implications of such extensive interaction could lead to considerations about her romantic history, often referred to as her body count. The crux of the matter, and a rather unforgiving reality for women, is time, specifically the temporal nature of their beauty. Time serves as a ticking clock that, if not acted upon swiftly to secure a marital partnership, ultimately expires. Once this expiration occurs, often symbolized by the colloquial term hitting the wall, the opportunities for such unions diminish significantly. Channel memberships are now open, so if you want, you can join and gain exclusive access to special perks with the added benefit of supporting the channel. As is our customary practice, I extend an open invitation for you to subscribe and share your insights by liking and perspectives through comments and reflections. In the interim, I wish you all the very best, urging you to take care of yourselves. Until we convene for our next episode, I bid adieu to each and every one of you. Farewell, dear audience.